Hello. Coordinated attack. All channels. Hello. Gonna be continuing the building today. I've been doing a lot of it off screen because it's gonna take a while and I'd like to get most of it done. I think we're gonna work on like the right wing today. Again. Oh boy. How y'all doing today? It's a beautiful Sunday. And we're gonna get started. Keep getting those fucking pillagers showing up and they keep trying to kill me. I killed 2 of them today. 2 like parties. I started working a little bit more on this area. I'll guess I'll go over it. It looks like I did a lot more than I actually did. I got like a roof design that I'm happy with. I don't know if I want like this copper to go all the way across, but I did like these beams for now because eventually this copper's gonna start turning green and stuff, which is cool. I want the green, but these walls look flat. We're gonna fix that probably. I got like a face design going that I really like. We're gonna repeat it probably over on this side. I actually don't know, but I always like the look of those like slanted roofs on the factories, so we're probably gonna be doing a lot of this today. I cleared a lot of the dirt in here. I put down torches. We're gonna be probably flooring a lot of it. I don't know what I'm gonna do back here, but this main building is gonna be sort of like the nexus, I guess, but it's gonna go back and it should line up around here. And I guess we'll probably build off of that and it'll connect somehow, but yeah. I took the windows off of this wall also. I think it looks better like that. You will probably have the windows though, like here, here, and here. And close Steam. I think Steam is trying to update in the background. Some things just caused this game to lag for me. I've been playing it for the past like 2 hours, and then I was like, you know what? I'm playing anyways. I might as well stream. Alright, well, it looks like it's storming now, so let's just rest through this. I hate when it rains, trying to build. One of those wandering traders showed it up today again. Took him out. Back on our supplies and stuff. I would be working on the door right now, but I actually just want to focus on the building first. Because I've got other plans. I started a little bit on this side. I want it to go sort of like out, and it'll sort of like go up. Like this side will extend out probably a bit more than that side. I want to have an observatory like right here, or like something. I might have to move it forward a bit though, because I don't know. And I haven't decided how it's gonna lay out over here, but I know I think I want like my rooms and stuff back here for if I'm gonna live in this. I mean, I probably will be living in it. I want everything to be in this building though, because this isn't even the final height. Like I'm probably gonna put a roof on it for now, and then it's gonna. I want it to look like a sort of jumbled mess of buildings that are gonna keep they're gonna keep going up basically. So like we'll have like a tower come out because I want like a tower to be up here on these islands. Or not a tower, but I want it to be like cradling this island because I like this area as like a sort of chill out spot. And if we ever use Elytra, we could fly from here. I mean, obviously I have the ring, but so yeah, let's just get started. I made a bit more supplies. I've got slabs for days. I put andesite walls and spruce fences in here. I had oak fences before, but I got rid of those because I don't really like the way oak fence looks. It's gonna start getting jumbled more because we're gonna be obviously just using things, and I can't keep track of everything. I'm gonna try my best though. Probably made too much of this copper stuff. I thought I was gonna use it for the main roof of everything, but it doesn't look good until it's tarnished a little bit. So what do I need? I need you. I need to find a way to light it all also, because it's gonna look sort of dark. I tried using the building thing with these slabs, but it doesn't work very well. It like sort of builds like in threes. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna have this bit extend up a bit more, maybe around to like around here-ish, and it might go a bit higher. It might flatten off though, and we'll have like a square roof, and I'll just roof it there, because I want to start building actual factories soon. Even though the building isn't done, we'll have enough of it covered, you know, and inside is more important than anything. Which, that's why I'm sort of working so hard on this side, because I want this to be the side that harbors a lot of our like big conveyors and stuff. I think at least. So I sort of want this side to be like create and conveyors. Also our storage is still gonna go like right here. And then I think I want like a science wing over here or something, because we do have mechanisms and stuff installed, and like I said, I barely even touched it. I built a windmill for mechanism. But I'd like to start branching out into other mods, because at this point it's mostly just been create. I guess I've just been having too much fun with it. It must look like I've been in like creative mode, by the way. Just flying around. I've got a flying ring. Basically makes me in creative mode. Where is it? Here it is. Swiftful Stranding Gale. Flying ring. I mean, I am basically indestructible with the red matter armor. So we got killed like a couple episodes ago, and I'm not letting that happen again. I think I died from fall damage, though. No, I died to a piglin. I died in the nether. Well, it won't happen again. I had to start putting torches down here, though, because obviously if we're putting the roofs up, a lot of mobs started spawning. I don't think these roofs are completely designed yet anyways. I think I want them to have a bit of wood on them to differentiate with the color and whatnot. I wouldn't say I'm like an expert builder in this game, but I'd say I'm pretty above average. Let's square all these off. I've definitely improved a lot. I used to build a lot on the console versions, like on Xbox and stuff. I had a crazy world that I just had all my building stuff on. And I had like a giant wooden fortress, and I thought it looked so good. But it was like all made out of oak wood. I think there was a bit of spruce in like the main wall I had. But at that point I didn't like the new woods yet. I've learned to like them now, but back in the day, that was like right when they introduced those new wood variants. I was like, ugh, I don't like any of them. And now spruce is like my favorite. So I've seen Minecraft go from alpha all the way to release, so current versions and everything too. So I was there when they added pickaxes. I do want to eventually play those old versions. I was originally gonna do these streams as original, like Minecraft, like we're gonna be playing like alpha and stuff. But it's actually hard to track those versions down because they're not on the main launcher anymore. Like you can play version 1.0, but I want to play like alpha versions, which I know they're for download on some archive sites, and I downloaded them, but for some reason, like they don't install the same way they used to. Like you used to just be able to drag them into a folder called versions, and it would just work. But now you have to like install some other program to do it for you, and I don't like doing that. I probably will do it eventually, obviously, but not yet. There's something about just like old Minecraft that I love so much. There's a mod going around called The Adventure Continues, I think. And it's a mod for like 1.6.4, which is... it might be older than that. It might be 1.2. It might be 1.2.2. I'll have to check it out. But it adds a bunch of stuff to old Minecraft. Or maybe it's... I actually don't know. I checked it out a little bit and I can't even remember what it's about. I'm sorry. I think it's a newer version. And it makes it look and feel like old Minecraft. Which, there's texture packs and stuff that do that. But I think that mod is like actually really good. So, I want to play that. Basically is what I'm trying to say. We're gonna need lots of slabs. There's something about like old Minecraft. It's not even like nostalgia, I would say, but it just had like, maybe it is nostalgia. It had a different feel to it. That's all I'm trying to say. You know, like it felt different. Felt special. Even like the console versions, I think, still like capture it pretty well. Cause it's not like I absolutely despise new Minecraft versions, but like I don't know. I just feel like they could do more. Maybe I'm being greedy or something or selfish, but I see what mods do and I see what modders can do in way less time than the official company, and with almost no resources. And it's like, Mojang should try a little bit harder, don't you think? Getting outpaced by Create Mod. And I feel like Create Mod is like an almost perfect like extension of like what I feel like Minecraft has always been about. Because I don't think Minecraft has always been about like super technical like stuff. Like they added redstone, and I feel like redstone was like baby's first computer stuff, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, if you can learn how to do redstone and master it, you could do so much with it. And look at now, like Mumbo Jumbo and stuff. That guy on YouTube who does all the redstone stuff. I think even he switched to creative, or Create Mod, not creative. I've seen he does videos on Create Mod now. I think he really enjoys it. But it just feels like Create is like the next logical step for where Minecraft should go. And it's a mod. So I feel like recent Minecraft like additions just like don't really matter. Like the most that they've added recently that actually matters has probably been the Warden, because I think they're gonna add a new dimension with that, because it was like data mined in the folder that it was called like a portal or something originally, and then they like changed all the names of everything. But like one of my first mods that I ever looked at, and probably a lot of people, I know there's a lot of memes about it where it's like, oh, being disappointed. It was called the Aether. and it was a mod where you would make a portal out of glowstone instead of obsidian, and like it was the first huge mod that actually added stuff. It added a huge sky dimension, basically, where you're in the air, and there was sky islands, there was boss fights. It was insane. It was insane how much the mod added, and it made people look at mods different. Because at that point, it wasn't just a fan thing. It was like, oh my god, there's been work put into this. Like, this is something. You don't really see that too much. I mean, obviously, since then, mod quality has increased. I would say even like base level mods can sort of rival some of that stuff. Like, obviously, Create hasn't added a whole new dimension, but it has with the blocks it's added. You know what I mean? Like, you could do so much more with Create. Even if it's still base Minecraft stuff, you can just let your imagination go. That's what I think that's the thing I'm trying to say new Minecraft is missing. Because it's like, oh, we added a polar bear. It's like, oh, that's cool. What do they do? Nothing. They don't do anything. It's like, oh, okay. What about those pandas? Oh, yeah, we added pandas in bamboo. Oh, that's cool. I like the bamboo, yeah. Oh, you can't do anything with it, though. Actually, I think in the new versions you can make bamboo blocks. I think they just came out with that, but... You see, if a modder introduced bamboo, there would have been bamboo blocks, bamboo bosses, there would have been bamboo enemies, like, there would have been all this stuff. In the first release of that mod. To be fair, I guess, to Mojang, modders don't have a schedule, I guess. I'm sure they don't have, like, business partners and stuff that they need to... That's what's so weird. It's like, why make a game like this? I don't know. Like, Minecraft's released. It released in 1.6.4. Or no, I guess it released in 1.0. I think 1.6.4 though is like one of the first versions that comes to mind that is like the Minecraft version. I think that was when a lot of huge modding things came out. It's 1.6.4. I think 1.8 was like the next one. Maybe 1.2 before that. That was when like mod, what was it called? It was like there was World Edit was like the first huge world, like, actually no, it wasn't World Edit. What was it called? It was like a save editor basically. You could change like the sky color and stuff of it. I'm never gonna know the name of it, but it was basically World Edit before World Edit. You could import like maps and stuff. It was crazy. World Edit was after that. I think World Edit was like the development from it. It's just, that's what's so crazy to me is I don't know why more games don't allow mods, because if you just allow people to mod your game, it just adds so much to its life expectancy. That's why TF2 is still like around. I mean, I guess that game doesn't really have mod ability, but I know they do creative, or not creative, they do custom servers and stuff with command setup and everything. Like, just look at Minecraft. I definitely don't think Minecraft would be alive today if it didn't have mods. There's no way. Wholeheartedly believe that. Minecraft has always had that nice little feeling to it. Just calming block game. That's where I think of some mods might like miss the mark a little bit. Because I'm not saying every mod has to be like for vanilla or must have a vanilla feel to it. Because I think some of them are better because they don't have that. But I think Create is like one that has only gained from it being sort of vanilla-ish. But like, I know there's a mod called Draconic Evolution, and it's like it's a It's a super end game mod, and I've just never been a fan of it because it's like super complicated setups and super expensive to make energy and stuff. It works well with a lot of other mods. I think it was in one of the released for Tekkit mod pack. But I don't know, I've just never been a fan of it. Same with magic mods, I don't know. Something about just magic mods like doesn't really do it for me. I think Minecraft is like an industrial game, if that makes any sense. Which I forgot, there is a mod in here called immersive engineering. I think that mod is like a cousin to Create, if that makes any sense. I feel like it's like an extension of Create some way. If Create is like the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, you know, immersive engineering is definitely like the heart of it. Because that one's more of bigger machines, like what are they called, multi-block creations, because you could build giant like ovens and stuff. Well, not only giant ovens. Here, where is it? Immerse. Which I actually stole one of these tables from a house. I went exploring a little bit. I was looking for dark oak, which I eventually found. But look, you've got like these voltage transformers and stuff. I want to work with this mod a little bit too. I always start with it, and then I get like a little bit bored of playing Minecraft, and I just stop. So I'd like to play with it a bit more. Just marking out where I might upgrade my pickaxe to the red matter one. I wasn't thinking that it would be necessary, but like mining in the air, it acts as if you're swimming, so it mines slower. It's sort of annoying. First world problems or whatever it's called. What's that saying? Where's Toxic when you need her? Supernova. Where are they at? To be fair, I don't usually stream this early. Dang, that took a while just for almost 20 minutes on just these parts. Get these parts. I want to go back through and decorate these walls a bit more. I just sort of want to get like the beginning shape going. Because I'm not exactly happy with how flat the colors look. It did look a bit worse before though, because I was using, I think it was cut granite bricks, and they looked really smooth. But now I'm using these ones, and they look really nice. I think this is the right height. I want to have a train yard somewhere too. I might have it back here, honestly, because I haven't explored down very much. I don't know. I think I spawned over here, which is why it's discovered. But I want to explore the world a bit more and set up like train spots. So we don't have like an actual final goal yet. I need a good like final goal for this. Something to work towards, other than building this giant factory for now. I might have. I want like a setup for making. Maybe I could set something up to make like every single block or something, or have a farm in every biome or something. Something good like that. Shit, did I misalign this? think I need to move it over one more block. At least I can get rid of more of these slabs. I've been posting a lot of my Gundams on Twitter. Say Gundam is a huge hobby of mine. I built the model kits. And recently I was watching, it's on Hulu, it's called Gundam The Origin. And I've never actually really watched any of it, and I really liked it. If you enjoy anything about Gundam, check it out. I know a lot of the newer Gundam stuff isn't like that. It isn't like about war and whatnot. It's a bit more kiddie. So the only other show I've seen of Gundam is called 08th MS Team. And I tried watching the original, but I think I got halfway through it, and I liked it. It was alright, but again, that was a cartoon, so it isn't really the same. I think it's good to have multiple hobbies, though. I think model kits is a cool one. That should be right. Let's go to sleep real quick. I think we'd be getting get so many raids, maybe because of how much we're building, maybe? I don't know. I actually don't know what causes those raids to happen. Skeletons wearing armor. Lux Rhythm. Hello. I want to offer promotion on my channel. No, thank you. I'm enjoying my own growth. DodgeHype.com. I feel like I'm honored to get the offer, though. I think we'll have it line up around here. Something like that. But yeah, this like side will have a lot of our big conveyor systems, I think. I don't want them to be too far away from our storage system, which will be down here. Which I'm leaving this little gap for now, because I feel like we're gonna have a lot of underground stuff, but just, I don't know. I'm gonna torch it up for now, so it's lit up, and then I don't know. We'll probably have to do a lot of this stuff later. I'd like to get the main stuff sorted for now. We do need to make some more of these bricks though soon. We're running out. And these ones can't be made with EMC, so. Which I know there's not a whole lot of crafting right now. Maybe I've got to make those, I could set up maybe, what's it called? Red matter going. Make the red matter stuff. Unless I have enough already. I've got 11. I did make a lot of dark matter blocks. But I think to make the red matter stuff, you just do this. I guess I could do all of it. This is gonna be like all of our red matter, but what does it matter? Ba-dum-tsh. Alright, red matter tools. Boom. Sorry, that was a bit anticlimactic. I set up a lot of red matter to go when I was off, so that's where I got all the 11 from. I don't know how I'm gonna do this part because I want like, I mean, obviously I'm gonna build on top of these roofs eventually. Like I'm gonna just build over them, so it won't matter too much. But I want this place to look like it. I want it to look good, I guess. Guess I could do these walls. Oh yeah, I need to make more granite, don't I? Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to upgrade my computer at some point. It's weird how I've got like a pretty decent computer, but it's starting to slow down. I've got hard drives in it. I need to get SSDs. Hoping that from streaming I can get a little extra spending money. I don't think like streaming is a viable way to make money, but it'd be nice. These red matter tools should mine way faster. And not a whole lot faster, actually. You can charge them somehow. I don't think I have the keybind set up. It's like V or something. That does something. Maybe it's C. Oh, this is the different build mod I have installed. It doesn't work that great. It works good for building like spheres and cylinders and stuff. And even the diagonals, it works really well for. But like I tried using it before and it sort of bugs out in survival mode. I think it's definitely supposed to be used for creative mode. So I was going to use it to build most of the stuff, but this building gadget is just working better. For what I need anyways. Oops. I wonder if you can put enchantments on these actually. If I could put like efficiency on it, it would probably fix all my problems. Which the only problem I have right now is that it just mines a little bit too slow in the air. If it could mine at like base speed in the air, that'd be nice. Yeah, we really went through it all the way. Where's my chisel? I'm really glad I found out that I can chisel all these at once. I need to find out what to do with the ground around here, by the way. I sort of want to not touch it, but I've had to start tearing down the windmill, as you've seen. I did this a little while ago. I had to take the blade off it because it was clipping the building. I took that away, but I feel like I might need to like flatten the base a little bit. I'll probably try to keep it as long as I can, but I might have to just like build over it. Also, the Tinker's place looks a little anemic over here. now that this big building is getting built. I'll definitely probably need to build a bunch of buildings because I've got this whole flat area. I've got this nice little lake in the middle. Develop a cool little town out in front, maybe. Because I still have a lot of other mods that maybe like won't fit into here. I also need to find out a good way to light up the ceilings. I've always struggled with this in big buildings, is lighting them up. I've got the glowstone, but it only goes so far. It's really laggy for some reason. I don't know why. Steam is closed. I think when I stream sometimes it just lags. My internet isn't the greatest. I wish I could stream at 1080, but you'll have to live with 810 I think right now. Just my bitrate won't allow for it. And for some reason Minecraft is just like the most computer destroying game ever, especially with mods. Just like just destroys computers that aren't like purpose built to play them. Which, like I said, I don't have a bad computer. I think it's just the fact that it's on a hard drive. I don't want to just brag about my computer, so I won't really say. But boy, do I wish I could. So I got my first computer when I was in, I think, 8th grade. It's like I saved up for it. It was really good when I first got it. And I remember I think Minecraft was one of the first games I played on it actually. Which originally that was the whole reason I wanted a computer was to play Minecraft, because I was a Minecraft kid. It's just always weird to me that Minecraft had like that stigma around it. I think it's because it got so popular that it got popular to hate on it. Maybe, I don't know. That's looking good. It's looking monolithic. I like that. I'm really glad that Minecraft had like its resurgence though. I think like as a platform for a game, it deserves it. I think that's why I dislike Mojang so much, is that I feel like they're not doing the game justice. Because it, like I'll keep going back to it, I keep saying it, there's so much you can do with it as a platform. I could spend hours discussing every single mod. I'll need to do something about that. There's gonna be that little overlap there which causes a shadow, which means mobs will spawn there, but we'll figure it out. And obviously I need to fix what's going on here. This is always the hard part about being a builder, because I'm sort of like a perfectionist when it comes to building in Minecraft. Like I want things to just work, but I feel like the best way to make a building look good in Minecraft is to just not worry about what it looks like. Like, so what if there's like 2 random blocks placed next to each other? I feel like that's what makes it look nice. So it's like usually if I was building in Minecraft, I would not like doing this how I have it set up. I wouldn't like this, but I think it works. I think it looks cool. We should do let's do the stone brick stairs around. And we'll cut out the holes for the the windows, which I have an idea, actually, because I've got this wall set up here for now, and I think I might move the windmill back a bit and like sort of place it in the wall. It would definitely make it a little bit easier deciding what to do with like this area to the next bit. Because if you look now, it's just sort of like cut into the ground. And I even exposed a bunch of like the mechanics down over here. A little bit terrifying. I think you can combine all these weapons, by the way, into like a super weapon. Called a Morning Star. You do a Morning Star, and then there's these ones. So like this one is your sword / axe and hoe and shears apparently. This one is your pickaxe, shovel, hammer, which the hammer mines in a 3x3. And these don't have durability, which is pretty crazy. It is weird to me that they don't have durability. Because it's like, they have an item called this repair talisman down here. And that repairs stuff, so like why not make them have durability? It's weird. My brother always says that the mod is just cheaty, which I agree, it is very cheaty. Which I've always said that makes sense. I don't mind that it's like a sort of cheaty mod because it costs so much to make happen. But once you have everything, it is hard to see that it just fucking it makes the game way too easy. Oops. Creeper trapped on there. Oh, that was close. Would have blown a hole in the wall. It's coming together. Look at this. It's gonna look good. I'll cut the holes for the windows next. After we get those set up, it's gonna look really good. And then I'll probably do another face like that right here. And I want to have, I think I'm gonna start a different type of material, like back on this back wall. Like I think I might do the acacia andesite over here. And then I'll probably have this main building, because this is all gonna be filled in eventually. And I think I might try to square this off. I sort of wanted it to be like a courtyard where I could see the sun, but I'm sort of thinking about putting a roof on it. Hello, Hans Movell. What pack is this? It's a custom mod pack that I've made. It's filled with quite a lot of mods. I can go through some of them with you real quick. I'm gonna post it pretty soon. If you wanna stick around. I was gonna do it a couple days ago, but I could give you a couple of them. There's do I have mod list? No. Here, one sec. I did it on, it's a platform called CurseForge. It's super easy. If you don't have it downloaded, I suggest downloading it. It's super easy to set mod packs up, and that's where I'm gonna post it on. I've got over 132 mods on it. Well, actually, I have 132 mods on it. Some of the big ones I've got is not CurseForge. It's Create Mod. Oh yeah, sure. Here we go. Show you some of the big ones. We've got Applied Energetics 2. I really like that one. Part of Applied Energetics. Biomes of Plenty is a big one. Create mod, it's another huge one. Domium, Ornium. Engineers Decor, which is immersive engineering. Iron chests. I haven't actually used these iron chests yet. I planned on it, but I haven't. A couple of the Macaw mods. Macaw's Doors. We're on version 1.18.2. If you want to make it. Yeah, Macaw's Lights and Roofs. There's a lot of the Young's mods on there. Yeah, Quark, Project D, Artifacts. Yeah, those ones are there. Tinker's Construct. Mechanism. I really like Mechanism. Mine Colonies. I'm probably not even going to use Mine Colonies. I put it in here because I played with it before and I really liked it. Project D. It's a favorite of mine. I put it in all my mod packs. Quark. Obviously, I love Quark. Stalwart Dungeons. We've seen a couple of them. Supplementaries. I love supplementaries. Thermal stuff. A lot of the thermal mods I've got in here. Tinker's Construct, obviously. Travel Anchors. Unusual End. Upgrade Aquatic. I really like Upgrade Aquatic. I thought about putting Botania in, but no, I don't. I don't know. Every time I play with Botania, I just sort of get burnt out on it. I don't know how to explain it. Wither Skeleton Twink. I can't talk. Wither Skeleton Tweaks. The backpack mods. I love this backpack mod. It's my favorite backpack mod. I always keep one on me. These ore portals. These are the most cheaty mods ever. I only used it for the gold portal. Villager stuff. It's Villager Artifact mod. Rechiseled for more decorations. Industrial contraptions. I don't like that mod. Like I don't know. I don't every new backpack mod. I just sort of feel like it's not good compared to this. Look at this. Look at all this space. I don't like that a lot of them you have to like place the backpack down. We're focusing mostly on create for now. But oh, do you not? Say there's the one, it's called like travel backpack, I think, is the one I might be thinking of. I'll have to look at it. But I'm gonna release the mod pack pretty soon. I've been meaning to do it for the past like 3 streams and I just haven't. Wow. Oh yeah. Say we've got artifacts obviously, and there's one of those. It's called like Everlasting Stake. Yeah, one of these. So I want to get that. No, I thought about putting that one in too, but I didn't. So we're building this huge base. I've got a sort of floor plan laid out, and the plan right now is to sort of have like all the create stuff in one side, and then I'm gonna do like a science lab over here. Yeah, I've been slowly learning it. This is the first time I've made a mod pack that isn't 1.12.2. So like I am still learning how to use create. So a lot of stuff I'm doing is super basic, but I've got a cool tree farm set up. Look at this baby. And it auto strips the wood for me, which I think is super cool. I've got what's the one add-on I've got for it? I can't spell. Oh my gosh. I think we have create additions. I think that's the only one I've got. Yeah, create crafts and additions is the only one I've got. Because I saw that this one is like power generation, I think. You don't like 1.12.2? Oh my god, I love it. That one is probably the version I spent most of my time playing mods on. 100% you're right. Coming to 1.18.2, it's definitely nice using a lot of the newer blocks and stuff. It's still lagging for me because I'm streaming, but it usually doesn't lag this bad. I don't know why it's doing. It's probably because I'm building, but I don't know. I've never been too fond of messing around with villagers. But 1.12 is like where all of my favorite mods used to be, because there's Galacticraft. Galacticraft is just so amazing. No, but I'm probably gonna install that because I want to set up a sort of like town out front, because I've got this huge open space. I flattened a lot of it. There was a huge forest here. I cut it all down. I probably will get that. Flex networks? No, I don't. I'm trying to stay around like 150-ish mods, because any more than that and it starts lagging. It starts lagging on my computer. I'm sorry. There are some I want to add. Trying to line that up. I wish Galacticraft was on 1.18.2. Galacticraft is just like dead now. It's weird. Yeah, I do have Ender Storage. I like Ender Storage a lot. I'm gonna set it up so I have like an infinite lava source, because you can have what are they called? Ender tanks. These. I like this mod. This mod's good. I actually don't know what that mod is about. No, explain it to me. Flux network. No. I'm mostly sick to 1.12 wireless RF. Ooh. Tickled my fancy. I'll have to check it out for sure. So we're probably gonna be on this mod pack for a little while though. So some of my favorite 1.12 mods are I just love Buildcraft. It's like a classic. Industrial Craft. Galacticraft. So yeah, I grew up a Yogscast kid, if you know what the Yogscast are. So a lot of the mod packs that they used to make are the ones that I really like. Maybe something's not lined up properly. Oh really? Quarries Plus. Yeah. I think Buildcraft was one of like the first huge mods that I really enjoyed. Sad to see a lot of those mods just die off though. I'm really confused at how this wall is set up. Oh my god, it's one of the only reasons I started playing Create. It's so insane. There's so much you can do with it. Can't spell it all. Like I love the conveyor belts, and I saw the video with the train. The trains look insane. I want to set up like a train yard. What was I doing? Oh yeah, grabbing andesite. Or not andesite. I know. I know it is. It's so useful though. Like I don't know. I gotta stop using it because I know it's broken, but I just can't help myself. See, the only reason I like it so much is just because it gives you the flying rings. The flying rings are just so good. There's not a whole lot of mods that just add a ring that lets you fly. Yeah, but Angel Ring, they drain your XP. Which I do have Angel Rings installed, I forgot. They drain your XP though. Can you really? That might change everything. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Like I said, I don't use a whole lot of newer mods and stuff. Like even Angel Rings, I didn't know about it until a little while ago. is all this shit? What the hell? See, this one drains XP, it says. Oh, I see. There's different versions. Yeah, I'll definitely look at it. They're still expensive, yeah. I like that they're... Oh, Elytra. Yeah, that's the part that's gonna get me, is Elytra. I have no idea where the portal is. It's like that. That looks about right. Yep. Perfect. No, I don't think I did. Quark oddities. Oh my gosh. Probably not. What does it add? No. Have I tried using the enchanted table with oddities? No. What does oddities add? Does it just add like random enchantments and stuff? It's dog shit. What does it add? So I actually don't even have an enchantment table set up. Oh, it's so laggy. I think when I have the music going in the background, it's like an alternate add-on to Quark. Weird. Guess I could set up a So I need to make a new sorting system because all this stuff's garbage. Forget that you need lapis now. Where's my lapis? Oh, definitely. I think Quark is probably one of like my favorite mods that I've discovered. Cause I saw it in a lot of mod packs and like no one, like I just didn't know what it did. But now that I know what it does, it's definitely like a must-have in every mod pack that I make. Okay, I want to do windows soon. I've got this gold glass that I'm using. Where is it? This stuff. Oh yeah, create 2. Create, I really love it so far. I think it's like a perfect representation of what I always thought Minecraft was about. Because it's like, it's not advanced enough to be like unrealistic for Minecraft, but it's like, it's industrial. You know what I mean? Like it fits Minecraft so much. And there's so much that they've done with it. Like it's so insane to me that this is a mod. It's not part of the game. A modding team did it. It's like isn't that crazy? Yeah, it has the vanilla feel. Yeah, 100%. It's definitely top mod of all time. Yeah, I was saying earlier, it's like it's like Redstone, where Redstone is sort of like it's like kids' first computer, you know, where it's easy to learn but hard to master. Cause I've seen the videos of people doing Redstone and they make actual computers and stuff, and it's like, what? But now that I'm looking at Create, it's like, wow, this is like almost exact, because it's just so crazy how everything works. You can hold W to learn how to do stuff. Like it's definitely helped me learn it, because I've been on the wiki for Create probably once or twice, and that's it. But for other mods, to learn like how things work, you need to just scan the wikis and watch videos and stuff. I've barely had to do that for Create. I need to find a good way to light this. Probably need to use just hanging lights or something. Yeah. Yeah, once Create is so easy once you learn about stress and speed. Yeah, once you like learn a little bit about it, it definitely opens up. Oops. That was the first problem I had with it, is I just like didn't know how any of it worked. Cuz I built, here, I'll show you a little bit of what I built. My little Tinker station over there. I built a little cobblestone generator over here, which this was like the second thing I've ever made, and it's worked really good so far. It's good. It does cobblestone, stone, and smooth stone. And it wasn't even that hard to set up. But this was the first thing I ever made and Create. It was a lot worse than this, but I redesigned it. But say like doing the water wheels and stuff, I love the water wheels so much. I love the idea that it's just like a stable power source. I don't know how to describe it, but it, you know, it just is constantly flowing, and it just is making the gears work. I love it so much. What, all the gears? I know it's not good, right? I know, it could be better. I need to get soul sand, right? 'Cause I think soul sand will make it like rotate faster or something. Even these ones. Oh, these ones are 256. How's that? Wait, how are they running at 160? Is it because of... That's weird. This should be good. Crouch, place on the overstressed. I think some of them floated away. Still 160. Oh well. I'm only using this for this stuff anyways. I used it for the mixer and the press and this deployer. See, I've got a lot of the stuff set up for the factory. I made 8 of these off of this. I spent like half of yesterday. I just set up the gears and the iron. Oh, from the other side? Oh, you're right. You're right. I see. the water's pushing me. There we go. I see now. Thank you. Oh yeah, 100%. Much faster now. Yeah, I probably didn't need to use a 256 for this setup. It goes so fast. It'll definitely help out. The mixing bowl at least. And the smasher. Oops. Yeah, I want to show you that ore portal thing set up. It is the most cheaty mod I've ever seen, and I don't even remember installing it. No, I haven't made an obsidian generator. I made a gold generator though. Look at this. This is so stupid. I've never even heard of this mod. It's called ore biomes or ore portals. Can you see where this is heading? Look at this. I used Tinker's Construct to make a auto smelt pickaxe, and I used all of its durability just mining gold. So that's why I'm so rich with red matter, by the way. I know. I haven't done it since then though. I probably won't. It's called ore portal. You can make, so it's really expensive to do. But I mean, obviously it doesn't really matter what the end game is. You make like a stick. So this one will be redstone. You do redstone blocks and netherite. Netherite was obviously the hardest part. But then you just make a portal out of blocks also, and then you ignite it with the stick, and it takes you to a dimension made of that material. But yeah, I had this cool fucking dungeon though. I was gonna set this up as like my mining base. And I still plan on doing that. Because it's not that far away, and I would just conveyor belt all of it back. Oh, 100%. Let's see, I had like a bunch of gold blocks just sitting around. Where's my pickaxe though? Here he is. We're rich. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely probably won't do that. See, that's sort of why I don't mind like having sort of cheaty stuff with mods, because it's a single player game, so like it doesn't really matter. Illegal dupe? Uh-oh. Contacting Mojang. You'll be arrested at once. This one. So I know they have like the carpet dupes and stuff, which I've done before for like having infinite smelting stuff. Yeah, I know the mod, yeah. Hypothesis. Can ultra boost spawners. Uh-oh, I think I see where this is going. I don't know what I'm gonna do on this side. There's a mechanic in Minecraft where you can right click a spawner with the spawn egg. Uh-huh. But it retains the NBT of the original mob in the spawner. For instance, armor. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh my god. And then you duplicate it with the donkey spawning. That's so cool. That is so cool. See, I love stuff like that. Cause like yeah, it's an exploit. Or even like a little cheaty. But like it's fucking Minecraft. I remember back in the day I got banned on a lot of servers. And there was one server I remember crying about it. I was still a little kid. I was crying because I got banned on a server because I found a way to like go past the build protection, because they had a weird system set in place where you would claim stuff, but like it only was surface level. And like they gave me a house and I was like, oh hell yeah, like I'll build my house here. And it was already like a sort of pre-built house, so you're just supposed to decorate it. But I discovered that in there was one corner where the block wasn't claimed, so I could break it. And I went down underneath like the floor, and all of like the underground wasn't claimed in the building area. So I just dug into other people's houses, and I stole everything from their chests, and like they banned me the next day. But I remember I had so much like stuff that I just stole from people. I remember I tried asking them to unban me, and they were just like, no. And I was like, oh, please. The bug in 1.18 or 1.8. I love 1.8. Oh, I remember that. You could keep your inventory. I remember that being a huge issue. Oops. Hopped on a faction server with your fucking like full inventory. Oh my god. Spawned in world edit once? No fucking way. Hell yeah. I miss that stuff with Minecraft. It's so like hard to fuck with kids on servers now. Cause like there's just so much like protection and like command block setup. Yeah, definitely probably just do this. Those were the good old days. Where he's blowing up his house with the TNT. Yeah, I think I have seen that. The kid crying. My favorite one that I've seen recently is the kid with the bees. They put him in. He's like, "What is this?" And he opens up the door full of bees, and his mic like breaks. I love it so much. Oh yeah, yeah, I did see that one. Something about like screaming children is just amazing. I want it to go like this. I think that's on the right level as that. Let me check. It's actually one lower. Yeah. You could set up like mining trains with those and stuff. Well, you could also just use trains. I used it a little bit the first time I tried Create Out, but I didn't get too far with it. So I think you can set up like farms and stuff with those, right? The cart contraptions. Set up deployers on them and they insta right click when you put the contraption down. Uh-huh. What do I need? I need the walls. I can go put the slabs away. Need a couple of mates grinded some modded servers. Uh-huh. A ton of wither spawn eggs? What the? Just allow you to have those. Spawn a bunch of withers on them? That's insane. That's crazy. I remember, you know, 2B2T. You probably heard of that before, right? The oldest Anarchy server. So yeah, a little while ago, I played it and I escaped spawn from it. And while you're escaping spawn, there's just like withers everywhere because people just hack them in and whatnot. And that shit was so insane because like you're traveling down like a really beaten up highway and there's just like 5 withers flying over you and you're like, please just let me make it out of this. I had a base set up in that. So they changed how it works a little while ago and I just couldn't get onto the server anymore because they have like priority queue and stuff now. Miss Pluto, hello. I'm gonna need more of these slabs, I think. I'm using these on both sides. I would use walls, like the cobble or the granite walls, but they don't look that great. And if you stack them wrong, they have like a pole that goes down them. Yeah, that stuff is insane. There's so much like advanced stuff that they do in those servers. Like I would never think of it. Like they don't even fight with swords anymore. They just carry obsidian and end crystals, and they just place down a bunch of end crystals to blow you up, because it's faster than trying to swing and kill you. It's like I would never think of that. Why would anybody ever think of that? I forget how to make these walls. There's some crazy stuff going on those servers. I wish that it didn't take so long to get into those, because I got on it once and I played for like, I would say a week straight, but I basically was on and off for like a week. And I had a decent amount of fun because like that's one of the coolest servers I think you could ever be on, because there's so much like history on it. Organic obsidian. Crush it. Wait, so you can crush obsidian and get more obsidian. Wheat dough slime ball, mag cream obsidian. No lava. Ooh. That's so weird. So I've got a lot of plans for contraptions that I want to make. I need to make an andesite like thing that just auto makes the casing for me. So I figure I want to have a place to actually use it though. I don't know if I actually like that, the way that wall's set up. It's probably not a problem. So I've got a testing world with like just a bunch of contraptions that I've been making. So I test them all there before I try making them here. I don't really like that, but it's the back of the factory, doesn't matter. I want it to go up a little bit, I think. So I want there to be like a platform up here, which is flat, and it'll be the roof for now. Cause I want to actually start on the floors and stuff down here, which I'm using this tough block. I really like the way this tough stuff looks. Great looking block. And this andesite. I used to really hate the way andesite looks, but this polished stuff, I think it looks amazing. It's like the perfect gray. I don't know how to explain it. And this is going to be a door, which I've got set up right now in the creative world. So it's going to be cool. I'm going to use the redstone receivers to set this up. I do need need rooms that just can house like these machines though that I need to set up. So I set up a clock. Look at how poorly I made this clock. I want it to look better, but I'm using a single water wheel to run the entire clock. I just think it looks really funny. Which I love the way this clock looks. I like that there's blocks specifically for things. And even if there wasn't, I'm sure someone would figure out how to use it to make an actual clock. So I'll leave those open for now. I might put windows up in these. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea, actually. Let's get the glass. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, you could stay. I think I'll do it like this. Did you see a little while ago they had a mod come out? Oh, what was it called? I wish I could remember what it's called. It's called like The Adventure Continues or something. And it's like I think it's a mod for an older version, or it's a new mod that makes it feel like an older version. And it basically changes like all the grass color, it changes all the block textures and stuff. And I mean, obviously it's texture pack and stuff like that, but I really want to look at that mod. Actually need these still. So we need to do the back of this fret. glad I made a bunch of stacks of these. I really like these vertical slabs. I don't know why they don't have them in the base game. Maybe because they need to make a slab for every single block, but it's like, okay, just do that. Mojang just hates working, I guess. Yeah, I think I did this wrong. I think I just used my chisel. I'm starting to forget. These polished blocks would probably work, but... I'm gonna come back around to these walls and decorate them again. They look a bit too flat, and I wish this glass texture connected. I think it would look so much better if it did. But there's no, like, gold glass that connects. At least I couldn't find one. Let's look up glass. Some of these don't look too bad, but... I tried this glowstone one, I tried golden edged, I tried... There's another one. This one, this aluminum glass, it doesn't, none of them connect. See how this looks on the inside in a second. Not great, but again, if those blocks connected, it would look so much better. I'm never good at internal design. I look good on the exterior, but not good on the inside. Oops. I do like that this glass stays when I break it, though. That is one major upside. What's so wrong with having glass stay when you break it? Like, what's up with that, man? Oops. For like a split second when I put these glass planes down, it looks like they connect, and I'm like, oh, that looks so good, and then I realize they don't. And then I get sad. Man, I'm definitely not gonna have this entire ceiling open, but so I'll probably have a floor somewhere, maybe around here. I mean, obviously the floor will be on this level. Yeah, basically, like this level, there'll be a floor. So it won't be that hard to light up, I guess. I should set that up. Oh, I'm actually almost out of glass. I went through that glass really fast. Okay, I'm not done with it. That's why. I'm gonna leave that one blank for now, because I feel like I'm gonna cut it, or not cut it. Build a wall into it, build a tower up through it. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna push the windmill back. I don't know where I had the original height set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might even go up from there, actually. I don't know. 7 looks a bit short. Oops. How did I do that? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining it. And once I do the window decoration, it'll probably fill up. I'm regressing back to my previous form. I'm starting to just think about building now. I haven't talked too much. Sorry about that. Intently mining these blocks. Yeah, let's go to sleep. I just realized it was dark. You know. the fastest one into the bed. Land directly on bed. Boom, sleep. See, I didn't go to sleep there. I just knocked myself out. Man, I wish I knew what was causing that lag. It might be the clock. Just lags for like no reason. Come on. Get in. Get in the hole. Look, I swear it connects for like a split second. And it's like, nope. Maybe there's a texture pack I can download that makes all the glass connect. Oh yeah, that'll look great. Let's get some spruce. It's trapdoors. Decorate it up a little bit. Oops. And I'm gonna do like more little platforms and stuff on it. So it's just dead zombie. I don't need that. We will batten down the hatches afterwards. I want to place them all first. Should try to find a way to light these up also. Oops. Oh yeah, look at that. I want to go back through at some point and punch out some of these blocks and put in some like space gravel, or not gravel, granite, just so it looks a bit better. It's definitely looking good. I think it looks really good from this angle. Stomping out nature. Well, let's do some of the floor and then we'll try to find something else to do. Let's get tough blocks out. I don't know where I keep putting stuff. I want to use some of these as like decoration. I think I'll do a layer like of this stuff around the edges. Do I go that way with it, or do I just go this way? I'm gonna go around first. Definitely gonna have a lot of space, that's for sure. So I don't know how it's gonna line up around here. You know what, I think I'll just go like this. Can always change it. See, that's the beautiful thing about Minecraft. I can always change it. I will probably go back from here though, because I know there's going to be a tiny room basically here which will hold the door and the door mechanism. which will probably be back here. It'll be like 4 blocks. So yeah, there'll be a room like here, and then here, little L room. A little L room full of L Riz. Yeah, I do need to light this up though soon. It's way too dark. I think this tough stuff looks like a good like factory floor block though. Oh yeah, it's gonna get dark in here fast. Am I out? Damn. That was fast. That's all the tough I've got, I think. I'll need to mine some of it so I can feed it through. Project E thing. These things are already spawning. That's just for now. Spawning under there too now? Hey, gold pants. Let me grab one of the tough blocks. I'll probably finish this floor. What the hell? How did I do that? Huh? Damn, we're actually out again. That was like 4 stacks. It's weird how little like a stack actually is. 64, that is not a lot. Definitely already used over 100 stacks. Keep pressing P. My button for that is home. I don't know why I keep pressing P. Keep pushing P, you know what I mean? Why does it keep doing this? There we go. Much better. Yeah, this place is gonna look so cool once I actually start building it up more. Cause I want to set up, enough space that I can actually like play around with it. Cause I don't want to be building for the next fucking 3 days. But obviously we're gonna be building again at some point. I wish some of the copper would turn a bit faster. I really like the way the green copper looks, actually. I think that's one of the better things that they've done recently was copper. I mean, it's weird how it still doesn't really have a use other than building blocks, but definitely think it looks nice. Which, looking nice is definitely a factor in every single block. Let's be real. What the fuck? I almost missed. Yeah, and I want it to be like, so from here there'll be like a square roof, I guess. So I'll probably see this is the rough part about building because I want it to line up and look nice, and I'm like, well, I can't make it look nice if it's not symmetrical, and but no. I think what I might do is put a lip here, have it go back a little bit, and then raise it, and do flat top back to here. Or I might even do it like back to here, and then do different material. Because again, I want it to look like there's a bunch of different buildings like smashed together. Which is, it's hard to plan out how to do that. Dodged. Tricked it. What's he wearing? You gonna kill yourself, bud? Go on in. Shoot yourself then. And I want a tall, like, peaked roof to go off of this clock tower. And I think that roof will extend, like, all the way back. And then obviously we'll build off of that roof. Have, like, buildings going out left and right. I said left and right, but I meant left and right. Guess I could work on more of the floor. See, I don't know what I'm gonna do in the back here. I haven't planned out. It doesn't look right. I don't know. It looks a bit weird. Obviously because I don't have the round roof on it though. I put this style roof on it in the back. I should have done the rounded one. Yeah, I might change that. I don't know. I really love the way that these bits look. They look so good. I thought about having like this central hub here. I thought about doing like little garages that like open. And I might still do that, honestly. So there'll be like a garage here that'll look like it'll pull up. I guess I could actually have it pull up. And then we'll enter and it'll be like this red brick area. I do still need better lights in here though, because things are already spawning up in the ceiling. Let's sleep. Poor Enderman just ran by. I swear this clock doesn't work right. Like, you know what? Maybe it's rotated wrong. Like maybe that's supposed to be 12, is what I'm saying, instead of that. Because it's 0, 0 right now, which would be 12. Let's see if it goes to 1 in a couple of seconds. Sorry, I know there's better things to do than just watch a clock, but oh. Yeah, so it's basic. That's 1. I know I wasn't imagining that. I mean, it's still a little fast, but so where's my wrench at? Toss all this stuff out. Well, actually, I'll keep the banner, I guess. See if I can rotate anything with this clock. What does that say? I turned that one into the minute hand. It's not right there. Oh. Clock hands 24-hour hand first. It's not right though. Like, I'm not imagining that, right? Now it's like upside down. Oops. It's not. Let me look this up real quick. Create clock not working. Minecraft mod. Maybe it's just supposed to be like that. Maybe I'm just stupid. How am I missing a block? How did I do that? Did I place one down wrong? What? Oh, there it is. Seasons changed. I don't know. I wish it like actually worked. I mean, it's close. Should work on some of these walls too, actually. Maybe I'll do andesite first. I want it to... Maybe I'll do andesite. I'm trying to decide. Got like, what's it called, block palettes pulled up, so I could sort of like look at it, because I don't know what would go good with this. Just do wood for now. Can always change it. See if it's like wood all the way up. I think that'd look cool. Yeah, if we decorate that up a bit, it'll look good. 100%. Let's grab one. Let's grab 2 more stacks. And we'll grab that 3rd one. I saw it. There it is. That'll probably be enough. Finished. Oops, didn't need to do that. Yep. Should be just enough. Yep, just barely. Yeah, I want to put some windows on those. Like window, 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 window. You know, I might do 2 windows. And maybe just 1 big window. Yeah. Alright. I think it's looking cool. Sort of like a... like an illusion or something, I don't know. Alright, well, I think I'll probably end it here. I'm gonna work more on this off camera, just because personally I don't really think building is too fun to watch. So, hate for you guys to have to sit through it, but yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching so much. Appreciate it. And you know, feel free to follow if you haven't already. And you know, peace out, good luck. Have a good one.